losers. Game devs, what the heck? Welcome back to Extra Holiday Games. I'm Extra Holiday, and we're fighting a dragon again. Thankfully, there's only one dragon to fight in this game. I mean, you could maybe try to argue that, you know, Groudon is a wingless dragon, but no, I don't think so, really. I don't think that's quite right. There we go. We're getting some hits in. That's good. That's good. Woo! Quick Pokerogue update. I am now at 5 wins of Classic, which is great. It's great. And I'd like to note, I haven't been, you know, just using the same Pokemon over and over again. I've been making an effort not to use Pokemon I've already won with. So, it's not just 5 wins, it's 5 wins with 30 different Pokemon. So, yeah. Pretty neat. Still don't have them all, though. Ooh. Honk. Alrighty. This does actually, however, remind me, last time I played this, I was playing it live on stream, and I got a raid, and I just want to say thank you again to G Medley for the raid. It was very cool. I generally don't have that many people watching, so I appreciate you bringing eyeballs to me so that I could entertain them, hopefully. Yep. Ah! It's fine. Yeah. Yep. There we go. There's a catch. And I believe, if I remember what I was told during that stream correctly, that means that I can get another extra ball from the shop. So that's neat. Alrighty. Might as well go for that now, I think. Because, it is very useful to have that sort of thing, you know? I mean, not that I've ever lost a ball or anything. Neat thing about this game is, aside from your score, you don't really lose much for losing the game. Because all your Pokedex progress stays. So, you know, the overall, like, macro-sized goal, you never lose progress on, which I think might be my favorite thing about this game compared to other pinball games. Because other pinball games, it really is just like, okay, you got a new high score, good job, now do it again. Whereas this one, there's a bigger goal that you're working towards over multiple pinball games, which I think is neat. Hit the line in? Yeah! Also, yay, got the extra ball. It's pretty neat. Thank you, Pichu. Yeah, I decided for my last stream that I just wanted to stream this game because it's fun. And I felt like playing it more than any other Pokemon game. And it was Pokemon Day, so it had to be Pokemon. Absolutely had to be. Well, technically, no, I could break my own rule, but after all, if anyone can break a rule, it should be the one who made it, right? Actually, might be a bit of a sore subject right now. Anywho, okay. Ooh, I want more coins, but in time, I suppose. I want to refill my coins again. That way, should we lose another ball, we'll have enough to get our Pika bonus back, which IMO is the most important thing to have. in terms of keeping the ball alive. But other than that, what am I trying to do? I'm trying to travel. That's what I want to do. It's not a huge deal if we just hang out here for a while. We'll get there eventually. But like... I want to get those dex entries, you know? Oh, dang it, I meant to check again. What I was missing, I forgot. Oh well. Oh well. Oh, Mart's open. That's fun. Oh, I thought that was going to be coins. Oh well. That's fine too. I'll knock Nuzleaf back a little bit. So I think I remember talking in this series about how some friends of mine had just recently gotten into Scarlet and Violet. I think they might be done with it now. They do tend to move on from games kind of quickly. So, yeah, they're playing something else now. Yeah, I just downloaded it because they were bugging me to download it. It's called The First Descendant, which appears to be like a third-person character-based shooter. Which kind of makes me think of like Apex, but... Not that I've played Apex, but from what I understand about Apex, that's what it is. And I don't know, I'll probably give it a try, but... I mean, at least I didn't have to buy it, so... Although I did notice that it is made by Nexon, who if I'm remembering correctly, is the people who made MapleStory, which is the only MMO that I've ever played, so... I guess that should mean something to me, you know, in terms of whether or not I will like the game. Although aesthetically, it's definitely not anything like MapleStory. It's definitely got that standard, not necessarily like mid to late 2000s shooter look, but like the like teens, 20 teens shooter look. Where it's not like super colorful, but it's not like super brown and gray either. It's just kind of in this middle ground, you know? Thank you, Pikachu. So, I don't know, we'll see. They want to play this weekend, and I'll probably oblige, but... Although I have to think. Saturday, I'm supposed to go back to my parents' place because Dad's dog sitting and Mom's going to be out of town, and they kind of want help with the dogs, so I'm going to go help Dad out with that. I mean, feasibly, I could still play with them while I'm there. The internet's decent enough. But we'll see. We'll see. My biggest hesitation is just being in a call with them while I'm there, because I mean, I wear headphones when I'm in a call, like any sane person, but just the things that are said in those calls, if they were overheard, whew. That is, be interesting, you know, be interesting. But, 'tis a different venue. I will note, one of the people in that friend group is one who you may know from this channel, it's Jacob. And I appreciate Jacob quite a bit, not only because, you know, we've been friends for like 20 years or something, but also because I know that he knows how to conduct himself in a more public setting. Because I've had him on stream before, right? I've had him on stream, I've had him on this channel. And he hasn't, you know, to put it simply, he hasn't gotten me canceled yet, which is great. I appreciate that, Jacob. Thank you. But also, there are things that, I guess. All right, before let me preface this. I think I've given the speech before on how your audience matters when you're talking, right? So there are some things that are okay to say in more private conversations that aren't okay in public conversations, right? We can all agree to that, right? Okay, so with that being said, that particular group of friends of mine says some things that would very much not be acceptable in public, even though, I will say, even though, as far as I can tell, there is no malice, right? They don't hate anyone. They just say it because they think it's funny. That's the only thing. So, yeah, that's the point I'm trying to make is, even though in private, Jacob will say stuff like that, in public, he's smart enough and kind enough to me to know that, like, yeah, that's not the kind of you say out loud in public, because there's a chance that you'll actually hurt someone saying it, right? I mean, there's the phrase, it's all fun and games until someone gets hurt, right? And that's exactly why, you know, it's fine as long as you're taking measures that no one's actually getting hurt, right? Like, it's, how else do I put it? I think I've kind of made my point. Yeah, it's what's said in private can be vastly different and still be fine, because you know that when you say it in private, it's not hurting anyone. Versus saying it in public, it might. I'm not gonna say that I am totally different from them in that regard, right? There are some things that I would say in private that I wouldn't say on my channel, either streaming or this channel. Nothing terribly out of the ordinary, but things that could get people upset and could hurt people. And I don't feel bad about saying them in private, because, again, I know who my audience is, and as long as that audience stays that audience, I know I'm not going to hurt anyone by saying it. That being said, because I am a YouTuber / streamer, and I recognize that it can be pretty easy for such things to leak out, you know, to unintentionally say those sorts of things if you make a habit of saying them, you know, off stream, off camera. I still try not to say the more egregious things. But there are one or two times where, you know, I'll say a word or two that is not fit for my channel, I would say. And I genuinely think that is how things should operate, right? There are probably people out there who will be like, oh, if you wouldn't say it in public, you shouldn't say it at all. And I don't agree with that idea. I think it is okay to tailor your messages to particular audiences, because if you don't, then you are limiting your communication. Right? There are things that you are likely going to miss out on, right? Like, there are messages that simply cannot be sent without saying certain things. And sometimes saying those things or sending those messages in private is more beneficial than it is harmful. I guess that could sound pretty bad. But hopefully you understand what I mean. I forgot to do something real quick. And I also hope you'll understand what I mean next time. Because, as for this episode, that's a wrap. Ursula is so happy to be born.